Welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues. My name, guys, is Judith. Friends, I want us to talk about, yeah, it has to be us now because at the comment section you talk to me, right? So I want us to talk about the allegation of Fred Amata against his ex-wife, Agatha Amata, over their daughter that just got married, Stephanie. By the way, Fred Amata is from Isoko, Delta State, south part of Nigeria, and he's an actor, a movie producer, and a director. I wouldn't know whether he's still producing movies or directing movies or something, but that was what or that is what he's known for, or that was what he was known for, whichever one. And then he got married to Agatha, and then they had two lovely children, a boy and a girl, Oreva and Stephanie. But somewhere along the line, okay, before they got divorced, according to Fred, from what he now posted now, he created a talk show program, Inside Out, with Agatha. And then the wife has been the one that is presenting the program. Very lovely, very educative, and all that. So, but according to Fred, he said that I think that was what part of the reasons why they got divorced, because they are divorced now. That the loyalties from the show, the wife refused to share it with him, and I think the major thing has to do with that program that he created, and the wife schemed him out of it and took control and changed one or two things and all that. That he even called the family members to talk to his wife and everything. When efforts failed, I don't know, maybe one or two other things led to them now getting divorced finally. But Agatha didn't come to, throw shades at him or whatever. But the next thing we now saw is that Fred moved on with Benabo Fibaresina. Fibaresina, yes, Ibinabo. She was one time president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, and she's from River State. And before you say anything, they had a daughter together. And then the journey now continued. Their divorce now continued. I think the divorce was before. No, it was after or something. I can't remember which one came first now, but that was just the story about Fred and all that. But Agatha kept her cool and then started bringing up her children, the boy and the girl. And they are grown now. They are not small children. As a matter of fact, Orevia is married. He's based in New York. He's married to an Igbo lady, Chidimma. And then Stephanie just got married. So it was the Stephanie's marriage that Fred was now complaining that the wife blackmailed him, and then before his children, and they didn't, carry him along. That they didn't inform him that the daughter was getting married and everything. So that is what I want us to talk about. Friends, see, you see, men, I think it's mostly on the side of men. Most times when you move on, most times when there are issues at home, rather than you sitting down to have things sorted out, because you are young, you're handsome or whatever, you just do like, I no agree, and you move out. At the end of the day, by the time it starts hitting on your door, you will now realize the mistake you have made. Apparently, at that time it will be late, or you start lamenting, because Fred by now should be about, I think 61 or 63. He was born in 1963. Okay, he should be about 61, May 1963 or something. Yeah, he should be about 61 years old now. So you see, age has started coming in now. But aside that, I want to believe that if Fred, my personal opinion, guys, if Fred is strong in the life of his children, especially the daughter, I don't think it will be even Agatha, that is his ex-wife, that will even inform him. The girl would have been free with her father even to tell him. That is the truth about the matter. And the truth about the matter again is that there's a way you'll be treating your spouse, either as a man or a woman, and the children are watching. If you have like two, three, four children, out of that number, one or two might be pained by what you're doing. Even when others are like, it doesn't matter, it's daddy and mommy, they can settle their matter and whatever. There must be one or two that will be pained about that, and they will hold on to that against you. I strongly believe that, if Fred had been strong in the life of his daughter in particular, because fathers and daughters are, are always closer. If he had been that strong in the life of this lady, there's no way she will not even tell him herself. Remember what happened in the case of Regina Daniels. The father came out that time, the mother didn't even mind because it's only her that knows what she went through in the home. The same thing with Auntie Ngozi as well. It's only her that knows what she went through. And that was why the video I did a couple of weeks back concerning Rude Boy and his new wife, Ivy, I was telling him, I said, look, I don't have a problem because Anita initiated the divorce in the first instance, so I don't even blame you on that. But now that you're moved on with Ivy, please be cautious about what you post out there because you still have small children with Anita. And by the time these children are grown, of course, they will have fond memories of when you were there with them and now that you're no longer with them. And the question will now be to their mom, why is daddy now with another person or something? What explanation do you now give? And at the end of the day, they will come to social because they'll have access to social media and they'll be seeing all these things. How do you want these children to react? And these are the part of things. Tomorrow, when he's grown or say has achieved one or two things, he wouldn't want to carry his father or his mother along, depending on who, they are really offended with. That is it. And then again, I remember the case of Yule Dochie. That one is a case at hand. The lawyer of May, Barrister Emeka Ogbonya, the other day was telling us that, or told us that Danielle asked her father, that is Yule Dochie, for her school fees. And you said something to her. I said, listen, your mother earns more money than myself, so you go to your mother. Can you imagine that kind of a statement? That thing will register in the mind of that girl for life. And tomorrow now, when the girl wants to get married or when the girl becomes something else and then she doesn't involve her father, then people will now be blaming her, not knowing. The other day, she also told us, I mean Danielle, she also told us that people are taunting her schoolmates and peers and everything. They will now be pointing and say, that is the daughter of that man. So by the time you create this kind of a hostile environment around your children, and when they are grown, of course they don't forget so easily. That's why I'm like, couples should be very careful. They should be more cautious. That you divorce from your wife or divorce from your husband does not mean that you divorce from your children. If it is a baby mama that is not married, oh, that's a different ball game altogether. That's just a different ball game because your responsibility as a man, especially, is to your child, not to the lady that you're not married to. But this one, they were legally married. They were legally married, and then Fred now moved on. Like I said, the reason he gave was that the program he created for that Inside Out talk show program that Agatha schemed him out of it and everything. But my question is, Uncle Fred, you are a creative person. You are in the entertainment industry, and then you created that program. If it is that your wife schemed you out of it, what you created that program with, from where you created it from, is inside of you. So you can create more for other people. The only thing you now do is that whoever that you are creating that for, you get the person to sit down with you, sign an MOU. Loyalties, I'll have to be sharing it with you for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, as the case may be. This is how much you pay me upfront, and so on and so forth, so that you're not cheated out by any person. Apparently, you didn't, enter in such an agreement with Agatha, your wife, because she is your wife, so you took it personal. But now that you have seen that, look, this is why I made a mistake. In order to avoid it with other people, you should have stayed in your home, in your marriage, and then have things worked out. But the next thing, you now moved out. The next thing, you started dating Ibinabo. Ibinabo also had two other children from two other men. Now, you now had a daughter with her. Meanwhile, Ibinabo is now married to, I think, Uche Ebuka also. She just got married to Uche Ebuka. Even though Fred is now remarried and all that. But then, the pains that you have caused your children, that is what is rubbing off now. And Oreva and Stephanie, because they are senior to, whatever number of children or whoever, yes, whatever number of children he has now with his new wife, these ones are seniors. If anything should happen to their father now, it's these senior ones that should be like, maybe if he's sick, they need somebody to, raise money or whatever. The children, once they are doing so well, they're supposed to be there for their father. But once one or two of them is still pained by what you did to their mother or what you did to their father, whichever way, you discover that, they'll be withdrawn from you. That's just exactly what is playing out here. If Fred has been serious, I mean, he has been strong in the life of Stephanie. There's no way Stephanie on her own would not even tell her mother, I want to tell, or even you just tell her father without even the mother knowing. But you know how to be the mother that will walk her down. The mother walked her down the aisle. And Fred was so pained about that. I was like, what, while I'm alive and everything? Yes, while you're alive, but were you strong in the life of? And I believe that If Fred were to be alive in, I mean, strong in the life of his children, for instance, he would have just said it. This is the daughter that I paid her school fees, the daughter I paid for her vacation, the daughter I did this only for her to want to get married, and then my ex-wife didn't tell me. He now walked her out, you know. So he would have just mentioned a thing like that, but he didn't. As aside from the time he said he had problems with his wife based on the that program, that talk show program, there was no other thing he said talked about his children. So apparently Agatha brought them up on her own. She was just struggling because there's no scandal, about Agatha, as in moving into another man or whatever. She was just there on her own. Apparently now decided to face her children. Now that they're grown, and you now want it to be done, I mean, the way you want it, as if everything is okay. I want couples to learn from this. I want couples to learn. You see the case of this you that everybody is doing ODU and what have you now. Okay, I think he's about 43 now, 44. By the time you will be 70, by the time you will be 70, approaching 75, 80, that will be when the thing will dawn on him that look, this thing that I made was a grave mistake in my life journey. Apparently, the children must have moved on that time. Then maybe Sadike and Ndubisi will still be growing up. Maybe they will now be in their early or late teens. They will be teens and all that. And then these ones that are grown, that are supposed to be there for their father, they will not be there because they are pained by what you did to them. Parents, couples, I just want us to be cautious. I just want us to know that, whatever thing you're doing, that you're separated from your spouse, that you're divorced from your spouse, does not mean you're separated from your children, does not mean that you're divorced from your children. Know that and know peace. So that whatever thing you're doing, you should be strong in the life of your children. You should be strong in their lives. Take out time for them, with them. Take them on vacation also. If you cannot take them on vacation, let there be a time you come along, drive around, something. Just be strong in their lives. That memory will still be there. No matter the level they become tomorrow, they will still remember. They will still have a relationship with you. But by the time you sever the relationship with them because you're having a problem with their mother, or you're having a problem with their father, it becomes a problem. I know of a guy, a well-known artist, in Nigeria here. His mother left him when he was a toddler because he had issues with the father. So the woman left and left the boy. So this guy, the father now picked him, I think gave him to either to his sister or aunt. And then, they were now taking care of him until he remarried. Fortunately for him, the new wife, took this boy like his own son, or like her own son. So this woman, tried as much as possible to bring the boy. You wouldn't even know that she's not the biological mother of the boy. You know what? By the time this boy, was grown and then started doing music, and the music started flourishing, he will buy this woman a car, buy her whatever thing she wants, give her money and everything. And people will be like, no, this is the one that your mother. He say, no, I don't know any other. This is the mother that I know. Do you blame him? If the mother could walk away like that and walk away as if there's nobody, that she brought forth into this world. So that's why I'm saying couples should be more careful. They should be cautious about these things. You don't think about tomorrow. Think about tomorrow. Think about tomorrow when age starts knocking at your door, because definitely age will start knocking at your door. Whether you're 30 now or 40 now or 50 now or whatever, by the time you start getting approaching 70 and above 70, then the result of what is the seed they will sow will start showing. And that time you now start lamenting. That time you start complaining. Did you see? Did you see that all we didn't know about anything that was happening? All of a sudden, Fred now brought out this now. Agatha didn't cough. Her own is like, she didn't even cough. Even the Stephanie of a girl, no response, no nothing. So it's only them that knows what they went through in the house. It's only them that knows how their father probably abandoned them. I'm not saying, I'm not sure, I'm not certain that Fred abandoned them, but I'm saying that based on the reaction of Agatha and Stephanie in particular, it won't be far from the truth that there was a gap between Stephanie and her father. There's a gap. That's just I'm saying. That's all I'm saying here. So couples, I like to parents and yes, couples, I like to counsel that look, when you are divorced, when you are separated, like I've always said it in a couple of my videos. I've always said if there's any problem between couples, you people should communicate, you people should talk about it, you find solution around it. The only time I raise up my hand and I say no is when there's domestic violence. Because you have to be alive to remain married. But if you people now decide to that this thing you've tried to work on it and all that, and it's not workable, you decide to go your separate ways. You're both adults. But my concern is those children that you brought forth into this world. Because you are divorced from your wife or divorced from your husband or separated from your wife or separated from your husband should not mean that you should separate from your children. Because by the time they are grown, you know, the indelible mark will be in them, and they'll start taking it out again because they will turn their back on you. And then you now start complaining at that old age because that's when you need them and they will not be there for you. Guys, when I saw this of Fred Amata, honestly, I felt for him. But I'm sure that the gap, or there was a gap. There was a gap somewhere. So that's all I'm saying here. Couples, please learn from this. Learn from this. This is a good lesson for anybody to learn from. If you people are on the verge of divorcing, or you're already separated or divorced or whatever, please don't separate from the children. Don't separate from them, no matter what. There might be one or two that will even be against you and in support of your spouse. Still show that child love, because by the time the child is grown, maybe he will now understand, or she will now understand better. But now that it happened, because everybody is praying for the father and the mother to be together. Yes, let it be that your father, when you're sleeping in that, you didn't wash plates, you want to come and lie down and sleep. They will use cane when you're already sleeping. And when you are grown, you will learn that that man will discipline you and that it was for your own good. You will value it. So everybody prays for a home where the father and the mother is there. But for these children that theirs is not like that, it's not their fault. But when you now create a gap between you and then by the time you're now getting old, you want to be carried out, you want to be accorded the respect and be recognized as if nothing happened. It doesn't work like that now. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I feel for Fred, like I said, but I want to believe that there was a gap. There was a gap. Maybe he tried his best, but from the look of things, the best wasn't good enough. Because the next thing now, people will start blaming the woman. Oh, maybe she was the one that poisoned the girls. For where that girl is a grown-up person, and so she knows what she went through. She knows what happened in the home. Just like the brother that is already now married and is outside the country, and then this girl is also married to a white. So obviously, two of them are outside the country. So it's like, anyways, guys, it's just to the lesson in this thing that I want to bring out, because what has happened has happened. Stephanie has moved on. Now that she's married and everything, she has just moved on and all that. So I just want us couples and yes, parents to learn from this. When you want to go your separate ways, don't create a gap between you and your children, because you are not separated from them. It's from your spouse that you're separated from. It's from your spouse that you're divorced from, but not from your children. That's all I want to say in this video, guys. I don't know what you people think. Please share your thoughts with me at the comment section. I said let us discuss, so let's discuss now, and let's have this conversation. Let me hear your thoughts at the comment section. Just talk to me at the comment section, right? Thank you guys for always watching my videos. Okay, I am so grateful for all the support and everything, right? Thank you so very much. Please like this video, comment, share this video, and then subscribe to my channel, so that more of these videos, more of this anytime anytime I upload any video, you'll be amongst the first to get to know and then watch it, right? Thank you so very much, guys. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.